This is the story of how I spent 40 hours fixing a jawline, ended up on the front page of Nexus Mods, and got absolutely bodied by a thirst trap skirt mod. What happens when a game gives you a trash character creator and you take things way too far? It all started with me trying to make a face that I actually liked. What other players did to it, I'm still trying to forget. So, how did I get here? Let's go back. When Hogwarts Legacy dropped, I was hyped. Magic, classes, custom characters. And then I saw the character creator, and my expectations died. Like a Hufflepuff in a duel. I'm the type of guy who spends hours in character creation, only to throw a helmet on and never see the face again. But I still need the face to be good. This wasn't good. This is it? Just some pre-made faces, a couple hair choices, and a color picker? SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 on the PSP had more options. Mies had more options. Hell, Neopets had more options. And if your skin tone was lighter than chocolate milk, tough luck. Let's be honest. There are 3 types of people when it comes to character creation. First, the realists. People who try to recreate themselves, someone they know, or their favorite K-pop idol. Next, we got the thirst architects, spending 3 hours fine-tuning cheekbones for a character you'll never even make eye contact with. Not that I know anything about that. I usually only spend 4. And finally, the agents of chaos. The people who drag every slider to either 0 or 100, creating a war crime in human form. There's just one problem. As you can see, there are no sliders. I wasn't expecting full Black Desert Online madness like one side normal and the other being a weaponized balloon, but at least give me something. You can't even make an ugly character. Every face is just aggressively average. To be fair, the male faces are actually pretty good. Most of them look like they just walked off of a Balenciaga runway.
You are Balenciaga, Harry.
The female faces? Let's just say, if you scroll through early screenshots, you'd think the game only shipped with 2 options. Phase 3 and Phase 14. There was just no way I was going to play the whole game looking like that. And there was only one solution. So, I downloaded Blender and Unreal Engine. Apparently fixing a jawline now means becoming a bootleg game dev. I opened Blender and stared at the interface like it had personally wronged me. No labels, no logic, just chaos and suffering. Eventually, I found a guide from another modder and started following it. Kind of. Half the time, I was just clicking things and hoping Blender wouldn't crash. To this day, I still don't know what Bake Mesh Maps does, but it sounds important, so I clicked it 3 times. But somehow, I managed to import my first face. So anyway, I think my model worked. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. If you're wondering why I made this, yeah, me too. Next disaster. Okay, if you made it this far, buckle up. The next part is where this whole thing goes completely sideways. At first, I tried modeling my face after a K-pop idol. And in Blender, it actually looked okay. But once I imported it into the game, yeah, no. She looked like a haunted mannequin. One that sings sad ballads in abandoned karaoke bars. So I went back into Blender again. Tweaked the jawline, the eyes, the cheekbones, and probably shaved a few years off my life doing it. Eventually, I got something I was actually proud of. Clean proportions, good symmetry, which is wild because I was still Googling what a mesh was. Only problem, it didn't look anything like the K-pop idol anymore, but I still used her initials for the file name. I figured, no one's gonna notice. Spoiler, the internet notices everything. Shit. I have never cringed harder. The internet can identify a celebrity from a half-blurry nostril and a JPEG compression artifact. If you think you know who it was, drop a cursed guess in the comments. Let's see how broken your facial recognition is. And before I could even process that, boom, front page. Top 5, baby, right up there with the modding greats. For about 48 hours. Then I got absolutely bodied by a skirt mod. Honestly, I'm not even mad. But that's when the paranoia kicked in. Mods were getting deleted. No warning, no explanation. And I had no idea if mine was next. I watched the screen like it might confess something. Was it copyright? Warner Bros. Some said the ministry was compiling a blacklist for mods that made you too beautiful. No one knew who was next. So I did what any self-respecting modding fugitive would do. I went underground. It started normal. Hair mods, outfit packs, the standard cosmetic stuff. Then I saw it. It was my mod. My exact face. Only now, someone had upgraded it. Same face, new features. Very front-heavy features. She has like 3 heads now. In a twisted way, I was kind of flattered. I mean, arguably, this is the highest form of praise a modder can receive. And it turns out, the ministry didn't care about cheekbones. They were coming for the cheeks. Here's the thing. Mods always end up here. The sun rises, the sun sets. A new game drops, and someone makes it mod. Modders are gonna mod. Hogwarts Legacy launched, and modders saw magic, wizards, spellcasting, and you know what else they thought the game needed? A federal investigation. Sexy outfits, curvy presets, skirts getting shorter by the patch. Yeah, it was like the Chamber of Fetishes, the Goblet of Thirst, the Half-Blood Prince, more like the Half-Nude Prince. You thought it stopped at girls? Nah, dog, look at these abs. We even had 5-1 skin removers, customizable hair, and I don't mean the barbershop, and physics for down there. These are all real. I checked. I wish I hadn't. God help us all. Normally, this stuff flies under the radar. Until it doesn't. You play as a 5th year. Enrolling late, that's it. No age, no backstory, nothing.
It's a bit older than the others, aren't you?
Could be 15, could be 20. No one really knows. And that's how we ended up with Schrodinger's felony. Technically fine, morally cursed. Nexus Mods wasn't gonna take any chances. If your site starts trending for Hogwarts scandal, you're cooked. And suddenly, I was very glad my mods were just faces, and not a one-way trip to Azkaban. After all that, I walked away from modding, collected my Nexus points, and retired. Oh yeah, people actually tried to commission me. Me, the guy who made this. I don't even know how Blender works. Maybe I'll return someday. Craft the ultimate face mod. Or finally learn what half the buttons in Blender even do. In the end, my wizarding adventure wasn't about Hogwarts. It was about suffering and Blender. Oh, I never even got halfway through the game. I spent 40 hours fixing a jawline, so someone else could give it enhanced features and cat ears. Modding is not a hobby, it's a curse. If this video made you laugh even once, throw me a like, and sub if you want more chaos. What's the worst modding rabbit hole you've ever fallen into? Drop it in the comments. Bonus points if it ended in regret. And yes, modding Hogwarts Legacy now requires downloading a 400 gig dev kit, because pain must evolve. Thanks for watching.